What do you think is probably one of your most favorite or memorable pieces that you've made?
A lot of times when people ask that question, they ask it in a different way sometimes, and it's mainly, what do you like making? What's your favorite piece? Mm-hmm. And for me, it's more of, it sounds a little bit like an excuse, but it's more of the piece that I'm making at the time. Mm-hmm. So it's once again the process. I enjoy the process. Yeah. The piece after the fact is not a big deal to me. It's kind of like, I like the glass in our house. I like having it nearby. I'm kind of a tactile person, so just even like right here, I'm just holding something and twiddling with it. And
right.
And the glass is the same way, just having something with texture and having it nearby. But for the most part, the finished product isn't a big deal.
Yeah,
it's the process.
Okay.
So
it's a little bit of a scapegoat, Lee. I get it. It's all good. It's all right.
Well, and then the other thing would have been like some of the projects. Like I don't know if you've been in the emergency room at the hospital, the fish on the wall. That was kind of a fun project to do. A lot of different fish going on. So that's kind of fun. To repeat a theme, getting something that somebody else really enjoys, that's a lot of fun.
Nice.
What's the biggest thing you've ever made?
Biggest thing. There's some big pieces that we've made. Most of the time when I'm making a big piece, it's not necessarily something on order. It's just for fun. But there was a lighting company down in the Bay Area that used to contract out for us, and he would make these big, he wouldn't make them, we'd make them for him, but he would make these fixtures for these big giant hotels and stuff like in London. And but he would demand big giant, mainly clear, different shapes. Sometimes they would look like a big light bulb that was flat on one side but rounded on the other, or some of them looked like big giant terrariums or something like that. But when some of those were pretty drastically big.
Yeah. That's so odd that someone can just come in and from anywhere in the world, they find Grants Pass and they find you, and they're like,
I want a large lopsided circle.
Right. Yeah. Well, and this guy, we were talking to another lighting company, and I mean, he just had all kinds of things to say about this guy. Just I don't know, can you say balls on the air? But or whatever.
Balls.
Yeah. He said that guy has huge ones.
It's the Dudes podcast today for sure. Balls, bongs,
and green M&Ms.
And green M&Ms.